professional. You got, oh yeah, that's where I was. Y'all know where you like to be for this intergalactic trip, mission rest, as it were. So you guys just get so cozy and comfortable, and check in with yourself, make sure that you are in a position that feels nice, and know that you are so free and so welcome to move at any time. And if you fall asleep, it just means that you're tired. Yeah, no worries there. And hopefully you have very sweet dreams tonight after we're done with this. So I don't know how long we'll go. We'll kind of see what happens. Maybe 30, maybe 45 minutes. We'll see. We'll see what comes out. We'll see what gets channeled through the old way of connecting tonight. So, yeah. Okay. Welcome to this practice of Yoga Nidra. My name is Ariel Ashford, and I am so happy that you have found this recording in this moment of time. Yoga Nidra is a very ancient relaxation technique that has been used for centuries and generations as a way to connect with the higher self, or perhaps source, or any other higher being that you like to be in tune with, or perhaps be more in tune with. In this practice of Yoga Nidra, we are offered an invitation to become still and quiet. And it is in these moments of stillness and quietness that many things are revealed to us. And maybe sometimes the revelation is sleep. In this practice, you are so welcome to move at any time. You are so welcome to practice from Shavasana or from a seat, or perhaps on your side if anyone is pregnant. And in this practice, feel free to not hold on to all of the instructions. Perhaps you find yourself slipping in and out of different levels of consciousness or different levels of sleep and awake, and all of that is so perfect and so fine. Maybe your consciousness has another journey in store for you today or tonight, wherever you find yourself. And before we begin checking in with your position of choice this evening or today, and making sure that you are so comfortable, that all the pillows and blankets are just so, the eye pillow is just right. Maybe checking in with the elbows and the knees and noticing if there's any more padding that needs to be secured around these areas. And before we officially get started, take a moment to let your eyes sort of drift and gaze around the room with indifference. Just noticing the different objects and shapes and textures. And as we let the eyes become heavier and heavier to close down for this practice, perhaps cultivating a feeling of safety and security. This space is safe, and you are safe. Welcome home to yourself. Feeling into the backside of the body and noticing all the different points of contact between the body and the earth. The heels and the calves, the backs of the thighs and the buttocks, the shoulder blades and the back of the head. Feeling all of these points, and perhaps allowing the tension that we carry from day to day begin to slowly melt away. As we feel into the body and begin to notice the breath, how the breath changes and alters as we experience different levels of relaxation. And perhaps you notice the chest rising and falling, or the belly rising and falling. Taking a moment to notice and appreciate this automatic process that happens every day. This wonderful, sweet, life-giving breath. The miraculous exchange of molecules and oxygen that happens between the inhales and the exhales. The inhales doing its duty of delivering fresh oxygen to oxygenate the blood, the internal organs, the lungs doing their duty, the diaphragm doing its duty, all of these different systems coming together. And the exhale of releasing the molecules, the used up energy on our side. But this exhale is also a gift to the trees and the plants, as they need this gas to perform their duties. And perhaps we begin to notice that this is a cycle between the inhales and the exhales, a cycle between humans and plant life. Each one doing their duty, each one being so true to themselves. And following this cyclical breath, inhales and the exhales, the inhales from the trees and the exhales to the trees. As we are in relationship. From this breath and this transference of energy, oxygen, carbon dioxide, gas, we're Wherever the consciousness may have gone, can you draw it into the heart center? And perhaps it's a fiery heart center. Or maybe it's more of a molten lava hot center. Or maybe a blue flame heart center. And golden heart center. Locating this internal fire. And wherever your imagination takes you on this journey is perfect and beautiful and whole. And then could you take the consciousness outside of the body and locate a fire element on the outside? Perhaps it's a candle or a fire, or maybe it is lava or magma. And coming back into the body and searching out the fluid-filled spaces. Maybe located in the fascia that surrounds and binds the muscles. These soft, feminine, fluid-filled spaces that do their duty of providing structure. And then turn back outwards and find a water element. And coming back into the body, locating the earth. An earth element, maybe it's in the pelvic bowl. Maybe it's just feeling into the body, as the body is our earth element in this walk. And tuning back out to survive, to find the earth element. Back in to discover the element of space. Oh, where is there space in the body? Maybe it's peeking through and actually seeing outer space. Maybe it's just feeling this little, even if it's an itty bitty piece of space between the lungs and the heart or in the joints, the space between the vertebrae. Finding the space outside of the body. And coming back to this beautiful, fiery heart center. Finding this space, perhaps physical or energetic, this space of the heart. And pausing for just the slightest moment of gratitude. And this gratitude can be for whatever sparks interest at this moment, anything that needs some gratitude at this moment. the consciousness float down to the tips of the toes, to the right big toe and the left big toe, the right second toe and the left second toe, the right third toe and the left third toe, the right fourth toe and the left fourth toe, the right pinky toe, the left pinky toe, the tops of the feet, the soles of the feet and the ankles, the heels, the shins and the calves, the right knee and the left knee, the right thigh and the left thigh, and the right side of the hip and the left side of the hip, the sacrum, the back of the pelvis, the front of the pelvis, pelvic floor, and all of the reproductive organs, the small intestines and the large intestines, the right side of the abdomen and the left side of the abdomen, and the navel center, and the upper abdomen and the diaphragm, and the whole rib case, the front and the back and the sides of the ribs, the right lung and the left lung, the heart center, up to the collarbones, the armpits, to the tips of the shoulders, the upper arms, the right elbow and left elbow, the right forearm and the left forearm, right wrist and left wrist, the palms of the hands, the right thumb and left thumb, the right index finger and left index finger, right middle finger, left middle finger, right ring finger, left ring finger, right pinky finger, left pinky finger, and all 10 fingers. And could you breathe into all 10 fingers? Back to the palms of the hands and the wrists, forearms, elbows, upper arms, shoulders, collarbone, the right shoulder blade, the left shoulder blade, and from the tip of the tailbone all the way up to the midbrain, the spinal column. Feeling into the neck, the front, sides, and back of the neck, up to the back of the head and the crown of the head, the forehead, right eyebrow and the left eyebrow and the center of the eyebrows, right temple and the left temple, the right ear and the left ear and the space between the ears, the right eye and the left eye, the tip of the nose, the right nostril and the left, left nostril, down into the mouth, the tongue, teeth, gums, the whole mouth, and the upper lip and the lower lip, the right side of the jaw and the left side of the jaw, the chin, and the whole face, and the whole head, and the torso, neck, and head, and the arms, and the torso, neck, and head, and the legs, and the torso, neck, and head. And let your consciousness fill the entire body. And the entire body lit up like a city as you're flying in an airplane. All these different points lit up with prana, life force. And come and settle in the roof of the mouth. Anywhere in the roof of the mouth is just fine. Just feeling into this cavernous space. Could you imagine there was a channel running from the roof of the mouth through the center line of the body, but in front, all the way down to the pelvic floor? And could you imagine another channel running from the pelvic floor up the back side of the body back to the roof of the mouth? And as you exhale, could you exhale down this front channel? And as you inhale, could you inhale up the back channel? A cycle of breath through a channel of the body. Breathing in cycles and awareness. Exhaling down the front, inhaling up the back. Releasing this breath now. And settling into the third eye. A space between the eyebrows. And from this space, we'll go on a little cosmic journey. And you are so free and so welcome to let your imagination and consciousness, spirit of the universe, take you in whatever direction. Imagine yourself flying on a dragon. And this is the most fantastic, beautiful, graceful dragon. And you can feel this dragon as it flaps its wings, and feel as the dragon breathes as you ride upon its back. This dragon begins its ascension. You and the dragon begin to soar through the most beautiful cosmos, full of nebulas and barred spiral galaxies and stars being born and black holes. All the wonders of the cosmos are yours to behold in this moment. The dragon takes you to a beautiful planet. A planet as if you've never could have imagined. This planet is beautiful and peaceful. Notice all of the beautiful textures and smells, aromas, perhaps other beings or animals who are there with you. Notice how you feel in this space. The dragon seems as though it wants to show you something. And so you begin to follow the dragon. And you arrive at a beautiful temple. And this temple could be made of any sort of fantastical, mystical, mythical elements, perhaps jewels or cast iron or stone, maybe something completely different. And as you arrive at this temple, sitting in an auspicious space is a golden egg. You are gently nudged, or maybe intuitively, you know you must go look and behold this golden egg. As you behold this egg, it morphs into your highest self. And you and your highest self have a moment to commune. your higher self return back to this egg, but you know deep inside there will always be a connection. And somehow you know that you can always return to this space and have this communion. You and your dragon friend begin to journey back through the cosmos, noticing and taking in all of the wondrous sights. As you return back, hearing the call of the manifest world beckoning you to re-engage. Know that you can always return to this space, this communion, and receive the medicine that is needed in this moment. Perhaps you begin feeling into the body, noticing the breath, this breath that has been with you the entire time. This still, quiet breath. Perhaps you take a bigger inhale, a bigger exhale. Noticing any sounds that are around you, labeling them, calling them, ushering them into the senses. Remembering the room that you are laying in, the position of the body. And perhaps wiggling fingers and toes. Maybe it would feel nice to roll over on one side and to pause for a few moments. Or maybe you'd just like to enjoy this in-between time, this liminal space. Moving so slowly, and only when you are ready. Thank you for joining me in this practice of Yoga Nidra. And I hope to see you again soon.